Hi there, I'm Scott Semple. I'll be teaching the government class to your student this year. And here's a message for you guys about how you can help them be successful. First of all, some of the keys to success in my class. Parents Edition. Number one is get and become familiar with the Infinite Campus app on your phone. Maybe you have this already from middle school days, but it is such a great tool. And you can set it up to give you notifications to the level that you like, but you should at least probably have notifications if a kid is absent or late to class. It'd be good for you to know that right away. Upcoming assignments, as long as a teacher has the assignment put in before the day they collect it, then that will show up as an upcoming assignment. It'll say when it's due. And I always try to do that so that can help you out to see like, hey, there's an assignment coming up for Mr. Semple. Did you get it done? And then if they don't turn something in, I usually try to get a missing in the grade book, and that pops up as an M, and you can get a notification for that too if your student is missing an assignment. And then, of course, it keeps track of and it shows you in real time what their grade is. So this is a great tool, even if you're not a traditional helicopter kind of parent. This is a great way to just keep your eye on what's going on, and you can kind of do it in the background with a level that works for you and your kid. Make sure your student is in school and on time to class. This is probably the biggest thing that would lead a student to not be successful is if they're not there, or if they're coming in late. They might not take the class or their classes very seriously. But if you've got that Infinite Campus app, you can track that and help them realize that they need to be there on time. Students should, especially now that they're in high school, should be advocating for themselves and communicating for themselves with their teachers. Not just me, but all their teachers. This is such an important skill. Don't rob your student of the opportunity to learn how to talk to their teachers. And everybody here at Legacy is really friendly, and we understand sometimes it's difficult for a student to come talk to a teacher, but shouldn't be. That's something that they should become more comfortable with, and a real skill that they should develop. If it doesn't work, of course, you can always communicate with us too. Make sure your student goes to academic support if they need the help. That's every Wednesday from 7:40 until 8:20. We like to say that's built into the schedule, so they still come to school at 7:40 on Wednesdays. Students like to say they get to sleep late that day, but really it's a time where they can come in and get some help from any one of their teachers. If that doesn't work out, they should get in the habit of coming and talk to us and finding us during off hours or making an appointment with us to talk to us. The phones, yes, the phones. Different teachers have different expectations. The policy is that a phone shouldn't be out and visible. I like to say it should be in their backpack and not even in their pocket, because if it's vibrating in their pocket, that's going to be distracting to them. So the only reason I really ever have them take out their phones is sometimes we do some polling, or I ask them some questions they can respond to a survey, or if they're using it for their calendar to put in an upcoming assignment or something like that. And if a student does have a phone out, I usually first time ask them just to put it away. And if it's out again, I collect it and I just put it in a box that they can pick up at the end of the class. I call it the phone prison. So if that starts to happen a lot, then it starts to go to the deans, and I'll contact you and let you know. So help us out with that. Phones can be a huge distraction, as you know. Encourage your students to get involved with a sport club or music. So important as a ninth grader coming in to get involved with something. We have a lot of cool clubs here. If sports isn't your kid's thing, check out the club list on our Legacy homepage, and you can find out when those clubs meet, and just encourage them to do it. I always try to encourage them to do that too, just to get connected, get to know some kids, so they've got a group of friends they can hang out with. Now, specifically for my class, that's a government first semester and econ second semester. Here's some keys for success. Number one, You should know that there's not that much homework in my class, but there is some. Maybe once every couple weeks, once a week, probably at the most. I do try to put upcoming assignments into Infinite Campus beforehand. So if you have that app, you could see it's like, oh, that's supposed to be due on this day, and you can ask them about that. But otherwise, there's not too much homework. Your student should have an organized 1-inch binder for my class. I'll talk about this with them on the first day, but you can get them a 1-inch binder with some dividers in there would be perfect. And since they're freshmen, I do a lot with learning some organizational skills, and I check on their binders to make sure they're keeping track with that. And that's a real good key to success if they can stay organized. I have a web page which I keep updated with the unit test dates. So if you're wondering when the next big test is going to be, you can see that. I also put the unit organizer so you can see what we're studying. I do have a robust YouTube channel, which is which is which is populated with all kinds of videos, and you could check that out as well with your student. Next up, I would ask that you talk about what's going on with your students, especially politically, economically, and business news. Some kids really like to pay attention to the news, and some don't, but there's probably some things that they might be interested in, whether it's what's going on with our government or internationally or going on in the business world. If you find articles and videos that you think they might like, share it with them. We talk about current event issues at the local, state, and federal level. Finally, I do have a good website, so you can check that out. I've got another video there if you're interested in hearing more about how my grade book works and what content we're going to be studying in class. So you can check that one out too. Otherwise, welcome to Legacy. Looking forward to meeting your kids, and we'll talk to you soon.